Hey gang, we're going to do something bright and neon and funky again. We are using our Gel Perfection colours. We have, but what am I doing? Trying to put them in some order. Bubblegum, Illuminate, Tequila Sunrise, Palm Beach, Boarding Pass and Wild Violet. They're my go-tos for neon rainbows. And Alaska and Blackout. Oh, don't be a wally. So we're starting with, I'm going to show you two nails. This is Palm Beach. Oh, look at it. Can we just take a moment? Oh, no, we can't. And this is Bubblegum. They will have a cure. I think I did 2 coats. And now I'm taking Alaska and I'm going to do half a diamond or a triangle. Coming from the side, and then so I've outlined that and I'm just going to fill it in using the brush from the bottle. This is because that's where our rainbow is going to go, and this is going to make the colours sort of give them a fresh background. Obviously if you put colours on top of other colours, sometimes they're not as true to themselves, so this will just make sure they're nice and bright. It will also mean that we only need to do 1 coat. That bottom half's wonky. We're going to fix it? No. And now I am doing another shape with the bubblegum nail. So I did do a set of 10 for a client for some press-ons. The plan was to record it, but I forgot. I had it all set up, just didn't press the button. So that has been cured, and we're now starting our rainbow. Starting with pink first. That's acting as our red in the rainbow, Richard. If you will. And I didn't want to start with the pink on the pink, so I'm starting with the orange, which is obviously the one after the pink. So then I'll just work my way down, and same with the set. I'll show you the full set that I did for a client at the end. So she had, oh my goodness, I just had dinner and I've just come and sat down to do this, and I'm too full of food to find any words. I did all 10 nails. I'd picked 5 colours, so it was all bar the purple as a full nail, and then did a shape like this with a rainbow on every nail. And I am curing, so I've sped this up quite a bit. I'm curing in between each one. I probably should have, and I say this a lot and it's always kind of hindsight, done every other colour, and then I could have just sort of flash cured. So for example on that one, done the orange and the green, and then it would be purple and whatever, and then could have just flash cured as I go, and then full cured them, and then gone in and done every other colour where the gap is. Do you know what I mean? But I didn't, so I did give each colour a full cure. I think 30 seconds or a full cure. I'm going to say a full cure. So that you could obviously put the next colour next to it. Obviously checking when because I'm coming from an angle doing these, obviously twisting the nail around to check that they are straight before I put it in the lamp. Get all the colours on there and then give it a cure. And this is obviously sped up a lot. So I did this over 10 nails. It took a while. Stew and Brian a while. That's been cured, and I'm now taking Blackout and I'm going to outline that, so it's going to neaten up the shapes and neaten up the end of them, making sure that point is nice and crisp. I think it was like 2 in the morning when I was doing these, so the line work isn't the best, but all fucks given were fast asleep, so it's not the best, but it'll do. I'm outlining the shapes and then adding an extra sort of column, not on the ones, I'll show you in the pic at the end. They don't all have the shape where the rainbow is completely outlined because I didn't want it to, because we're going to fill in the extra sort of banner stripe of green we have. You'll see. I can't describe things very well. Just doing the lines there, trying to make them neat. but not doing the best of jobs. And then adding some lines down the side. So I just picked sort of a random pattern. I drew this up on my tablet. This client loves bright, funky, just in your face nails. So I had an idea and just drew it up quickly. And this is what it came out like. So where if one of these colours, so if say the purple looked a bit bigger than the blue section there, when you do the black line, do it all on the purple. So the top of the black line is the top of the purple, instead of doing it in between. So you can even out your colours a bit if you need to, if one's a bit bigger than the other. That's having a cure, and I'm now taking platinum, which is just the most amazing silver ever. I've got it underneath the glitter on my fingers. Well, not right now, I don't. I've changed them since, but in this video. My voice feels funny, and it's because I'm lying funny. Oh, and I'm out of breath because I haven't shut up. So I'm filling in the borders around the shapes, and you could probably have left it just like that, because it is such a really nice silver. It looked nice like that, but I gave it a bit of a power up and took these super hollow flakes, which are just, look at them, they're so sparkly. I mixed it with some base coat. When I did the client's nails the first time, I did try and wipe and buff the nail before putting the platinum silver polish on and then patting these in, but because they're so fine, they were still sticking to like the buffed parts of the nail, and I had to try and pick them all off. And then so this was the solution of mixing them with some clear, and then I'm just laying it on there. I'm not like brushing too heavy, as you can see, just really gently laying it on there. Obviously they're not a liquid, they're a flake, so they're not blended in perfectly with the base coat. So just laying them on, and if any bits stick out onto your black lines, you can just neaten it up with a stick, like a so. Well, that's exciting filming. That's why my hands are always sticky after I've filmed, because I use my hand as a bit of paper, as a bit of tissue to wipe stuff off. Just doing the same with the pink. And then I think I just top coated. I don't think I needed to buff again. If it was a client and it felt a bit bumpy, then maybe I would. But for a display now, I just couldn't be bothered. Just couldn't be bothered. Especially as I'd done 10 of these already. Doing anything extra with them it's not going to happen. I was sick of the sight of them. And there you have it. We're going to top coat with Diamond Gloss. Rose. And that will be it. Obviously, I did different patterns on 5 nails, and then I did the same on the other hand, but I switched the patterns up. So the pattern that I did on the pink on one hand, I did on a different colour on the other hand. You'll see in the picture. I thought it might go quite well with the last video, which was for, yep, we see it. That sparkle though, which was for that one. That's the last video on my channel, so go check that out. I did think it looked cool with that, but it just wasn't happening. I wasn't going to do that on the set because it was so late. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for lots more. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.